While I wasn't raised in East St. Louis, my dad was born and raised here, and it was about age 5 that we moved from here to Kansas City. And so he was very supportive in my music journey growing up. And when I told him that I was thinking of taking the job here, he was very excited. And he began to tell me the stories about how the music program was, the teachers that they grew up under.
There's a rich history of good fine arts program here in East St. Louis. It was a good source of pride for the school district and the entire community.
Music teachers are just as hard to find as math teachers. And then when you especially find a gem like Mrs. Rogers, a wonderful and good music teacher, to sustain your program.
The first day, when I arrived and walked into what was called the music room, and there were desks, with tables and a computer desk with computers, and there were no instruments in the room. And I remember a young man walking up to the desk, and he had a pair of scissors and 2 screws in his hand, and he said, "Ms. Rogers, I unlocked the piano for you." And it was at that moment, in my opinion, or for me, that I was able to see the heart of the kids, to just not want to just be in a class and be babysat, but they wanted to learn music. I called my dad and I asked him, I said, "Dad, I'm considering selling my high school instrument because it's valued at $1,300 and these instruments are $100. I could get at least, a few instruments for my classroom." And once my dad, blessed the idea, that's what happened.
We had to have the person that was gonna come, roll up their sleeves, and work with the kids of East St. Louis. And I think that we know that Ms. Rogers has dedicated herself to music in East St. Louis.
It keeps me busy, because usually if I wouldn't play violin, I don't know what I would have been doing.
I see myself doing music in the future because music helps me express myself through everything. When I'm feeling a little angry, go to music class, get the energy out playing my song, and just doing music.
This is where the shift in I'm going to be the only person playing violin to I want to teach, and show everyone about orchestral music.
The program needs to be built back up to the way it used to be. So we're just elated that we have a superstar like Miss Rogers.
I believe it was career day, that a couple of students came up to the door as I was standing outside greeting, and she's like, "Miss Rogers, guess what I am today?" And I'm like, guessing a few things. I don't know, a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor. And her friend just says, "She's a professional violinist." And I'm taken aback at that moment, and of course in tears. When you think of all the things that our students see and the things that they aspire to be are based off of what they're exposed to. And so you think of that young girl, and she's coming and she's so excited about even the idea of becoming a violinist, and you say, well, would she have done that last year? Would she have chosen that or thought that she could be that last year? And I'd have to say no, because I wouldn't have met her. If you reach one person, you've done your job. You think you've let one person know that there is something that they can be that they weren't expecting to be. And that's what makes you do it again the next day and the next day. And now here we are 5 years later. I would like to thank the Arts and Education Council for nominating and choosing me for Art Educator of the Year. Thank you.